So here we are, Easter Sunday, and we are thinking about the time in history when a man came back from the dead. What do we make of that in the modern world? Well, I guess the first thing to say is that technically, Jesus didn't come back from the dead. And I need to explain this with a very sophisticated prop that I've made earlier on. Some of you have seen this before. Right, here's death, okay? And we know that in the Bible story, there are times when people come back from the dead. So Lazarus, Jesus' friend who he raised, Lazarus went into death. And then just a few days later, Jesus spoke words over the tomb. You remember Jesus wept at his tomb and summoned him out, and Lazarus came back from the dead. Or there's another story in the Gospels about the widow of Nain, whose son had died and Jesus took pity on her. The son had gone into death and Jesus brought him back from death. But the resurrection is not that. The resurrection is that. It's Jesus punching a hole through death and right out the other side into a whole new way of living, and in so doing, destroying the final hold that death had upon us. That's what the resurrection is. That's what Easter's about. He's a wee bit like, I always think of him as a Trojan saviour. You know, the story of the Trojan horse that went into the city and then the soldiers poured out of it and overtook the city. In a way, Jesus is the Trojan saviour who goes into death and destroys it and overtakes it for our sake. So death doesn't have the hold on us that it used to have because of what Jesus did at Easter time.